Hi everybody. So today I'm going to do a review of the ESV 6-volume reader set in black Cowhide overboard. So first of all, I wanted to show you how this comes packaged because I think the packaging is really nice in this and you wouldn't have to worry about it getting damaged in shipment. So in the bottom of this box is another piece of foam that's just like this. So nice large piece of foam that comes in the top of this. There's also the same piece in the bottom. Now this, I've got just the empty box in there. So the way that it comes in there is really nice. You wouldn't have to worry about it in shipping if you were thinking of getting this set. So I just wanted to show that part of it, and then we'll come over and look at the Bible set itself. All right, so this is the top of the box. It's done with gold, so you can see how it's reflecting the light. Really nice. And then we get into the Bibles themselves. Now they do come wrapped in some foam. So these Bibles would be pulling out this insets in there. You can actually see the lines from where the books were. And that's all wrapped over the top of these. So really nice packaging. You wouldn't have to worry about the packaging at all. The case on this one is 9.5 inches tall by 10 3/8 inches wide, and it is 6 1/4 inches deep. So we're going to take a look at this booklet first. So I am just going to put this behind it so that the camera can focus a little bit better, and we will drop this down so we can get a closer look at it. So it tells us it's the ESV Readers 6-volume set. And I'm going to get this closer for you. So this page here talks about the vision for this Bible, and it tells us the Bible is the greatest earthly treasure that God has ever entrusted to his people. So that I definitely agree with. So this was manufactured in Italy with the highest quality materials and craftsmanship. So this is just an absolutely amazing set. So we're just going to kind of go through this quickly. So we've got our typeface here, which talks about the typeface. And this is a 12-point font, so nice and readable. This page here talks about the paper, which is an 80 GSM Munken Premium Cream uncoated paper. It's imported from Sweden. So it's opaque and soft without being too bulky. Our next page talks about the leather. So it's a top grain Costa Rica Lux Cowhide leather. It's manufactured in Italy. One thing that you can also see is this little booklet is sewn. So I mean, even every detail down to this is just really well crafted. Our next page talks about the slipcase. So it's a wooden slipcase, and it's handcrafted by Amish craftsmen in northern Indiana out of rich black walnut, harvested from sustainable forests in the eastern United States. So that is really neat, and it's got hand-cut dovetail joints. So just absolutely gorgeous. And it tells us the wood hardness down there at the bottom. 1,010 pounds. And it tells us how tall the trees get, 100 to 120 feet, and the tree diameter is 2 to 3 feet. So that's really neat. And then we've got the information on the printer, which is Lego, which is in Italy. They were founded in 1900. So if you know anything about Bibles, I am sure you're familiar with Lego. And then this page here talks about the production. And so each signature, they're done in 48-page smyth-sewn signatures. But just a really, really neat set. So if you get one, you definitely want to keep this with it. All right, so now let's look at the individual volumes themselves. All right, so we can see that we do have 6 volumes here. Let's see if I can get you a little bit closer to it. Each one's got the ESV logo on it. The volume numbers we go across. We've got English Standard Version and the Crossway logo. So it's broken up into 6 separate books. We've got our Pentateuch, the historical books, poetry, prophets, Gospels and Acts, and epistles and Revelation. So as we pull one of these out, and of course you wouldn't have it sitting this direction on your bookshelf, it would be sitting upright, so you would actually be pulling it out this direction. All right, so each one of these books here are going to be 8 inches tall by 5 5/8 inches wide. And of course they are going to vary in thicknesses because, as we can see, this one is not as thick as these others. And then these two are definitely the thinner ones. So we've got our Pentateuch, and we can see these raised ribs on this spine. So that looks really nice. This cowhide overboard is really pretty, really nicely done. Really a nice, comfortable size, especially if you were wanting to sit and read these in bed, which is what I've been doing, and they're really comfortable. On the page edges, it's just plain white, but these have probably some of the nicest head and tail bands that I've ever seen. We can see the folds of the signatures there, so that looks really nice. We've got a vinyl paste down liner, and then we'll get right into the book here. So again, this is the first volume. This one is the 2016 version of the ESV. Here's our production date information here. Again, printed in Italy. So we've got a table of contents. And I do like the way that they used red in these. We're going to have an introduction, a preface to the ESV translation, and then we're going to get right into Genesis. Now the paper on this with that 80 GSM paper, this is going to feel just like a really nice book paper. So you're not going to have the ghosting and the issues that you would with traditional Bible paper. And I really do like the way that they used red, as we can see up there on creation and the fall, and then over here on in the beginning. So really nicely done. You can see that it's just laid out just like a regular novel. Now one thing you'll notice is we don't see any verse numbers or any references, any chapters, subheadings, anything like that. So it's just a reader's edition. So it's meant basically for you to just read and enjoy and get lost within the text and not get distracted with everything else that you might find in a regular Bible. One thing it does tell you as you go through the books, it'll tell you what book you're in and then let you know what section of that book that you're in. So you can still kind of keep your place as you go through. Like if we flip back here, we can see we're in Exodus and the birth and call of Moses. Each one of these are going to have a ribbon marker. So we have a nice double satin ribbon marker. The color, as you can see next to the lettering there, matches really well. But it's just an absolute joy to be able to pull these out and read from these. And you can see the signatures there. Really, really well made. In fact, you can see the stitching in there. So this set would definitely last you a lifetime. And these have not really been broken at all because I haven't been reading out of this particular book. But, I mean, it wouldn't take much for this to lay flat. In the back of each book, you're going to have an index of the chapters. So what's nice is it's going to tell you the books, all the chapters, and what page number those start on. So if you really did want to know where you were at within a book, if you weren't familiar with that particular verse, you could always look in another Bible that you own, try to pull it up. If this was the only one that you had, just a simple Google search of a verse, then that's going to be able to help you figure out exactly where you're at. So each of these are really well done. Get you into this one here real quick. This is in the New Testament. So as I flip through here, one thing that you will see is it is just going to be black letter within this, but just an absolute joy to read from, because you can just get lost within the story, which is what these are designed to do. But with that 12-point font, it's really easy on the eyes. The paper is really nice. Again, they're lightweight, they're a great size. And these would make an absolute, just wonderful gift for the Bible lover in your life. They also offer these in a cloth overboard hardcover as well as a paperback edition. I know that the cloth overboard, I've been told that those are also sewn editions. I'm not sure on the paperback. I would imagine that they're probably not. But I wanted to show you on this here on these hand done dovetail joints and how pretty those are. Just really nice craftsmanship. We can see that again up across the top, but just a beautiful presentation the way that they've done this. So it looks really nice. It's gonna look great on your bookshelf. It's gonna last you a lifetime. It's nice and easy to pull out whatever book you want, put it back when you're done with it. But just really, really nicely done. And I will put links in the description box so you can check the price on this set, as well as a hardcover overboard, as well as the paperback editions. And definitely check out the different pricing between Amazon, christianbook.com. Maybe find the best price. But I would definitely recommend this set. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's just a joy to read from. You don't have any of the traditional issues with ghosting or anything like that. So just an absolute joy to read from. So again, this is a ESV Reader's Bible, 6-volume set in the Cowhide overboard. And I would like to thank Crossway for sending out this set for review. All right. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.